Who should I do? Who should I do? Should I do Seattle, which is my favorite team, or should I do the Bears, which have the #1 overall pick in the draft, but they're not that good? So I'll flip a coin. If it's heads, it's Seattle. If it's tails, it's the Bears. And it is the heads. My favorite team. Develop trait regression I'm gonna turn off, but if you feel like I should turn that back on, I will. Who is Lamont Booker, though? I don't know who that is, but I guess Pete Carroll is not in the game or something. So we are in Super Bowl 57. This is where I always start, just the most recent time, because this is the most realistic, and Seattle has the 5th pick and the 20th pick in the draft, so this is going to be a really fun rebuild. And the Chiefs, 38-14. Kenneth Walker is the offensive rookie of the year. This is the Seattle Seahawks roster, and Kenneth Walker actually does have superstar. The line looks kind of rough. The center and the guard, the tight end situation. I mean, no offense there, but I don't know what we're going to do with Will Dissly. The receiver room is good. I'd like to upgrade the line. Maybe get another receiver. Here is the defense, and Tariq Woolen also does have superstar. Losu has superstar. Overall, not amazing, but a lot of young superstar talent. We are now going to import a draft class. We're sitting at 5. Peter Skoronski's there. I don't know who we're going to go, but I definitely want to make it interesting. So we got 31 people ready to negotiate. Rashad Penny's re-sign interest is nothing. I mean, we have Kenneth Walker, and in real life, Penny gets hurt. So let's just withdraw it. I don't even want to pay him at all. Geno Smith. That is one we're going to leave for last, because I'm not sure yet what I want to do with him. Cody Barton. Do I really want to re-sign him? He's 26. It says trade target. $30 million deal. Let's not re-sign Geno. I don't want to sign Geno to $30 mil for 1 year. And we will franchise tag Cody Barton. So CJ Stroud is still sitting there. Wasn't really sure if he was going to be there, but with no Geno Smith, it would be hard to pass up. I know this is crazy, but this is what... I don't know if I'd actually do this in real life if I was Seattle, but this is what I want to do more than what I think they should do. Let's go ahead and go CJ Stroud, and he is hidden dev, 92 throw power, 79 excel, 82 speed. A trucking? That's crazy. Everything's A throwing stat wise, except throw on the run, which he's not really a throw on the run kind of guy. Now the real question is do we trade up, or do we just stick with the 20th pick? For a 6'5", 332 pounds, a run block, not the most amazing combine, but let's go Osiris Torrance. Is hidden dev. With our first second round pick, let's go Jarrett Patterson. Center out of Notre Dame, 6'4", 300 pounds, A pass block, A to C run block, A impact blocking. He does have hidden dev, so we're 3 for 3 right now in this draft. We've went all offense, but defense is the next pick. We're actually going to go offense again. We're going to go left guard Matt Jones, 6'4", 310, B pass block, A to C run block. He is normal dev. Let's go Tre'Vius Hodges from TCU. He's kind of on the shorter side for a corner, but he's a slot, so he's got the speed. I mean, he ran a 4.4. He's got good speed, great acceleration, so not bad for a third-round pick, you would think. And he does have hidden dev. We're just going to end the rest of this draft. We're going to go into draft recap. CJ Stroud, 76 overall, hidden dev. Torrance, 73 overall, hidden dev. Patterson's a 71 hidden dev. And then Matthew Jones here, the 70. I mean, we got a lot of 70s in this draft, which is really good. But this is what the team's going to look like in the first year. Defense looks pretty nice. Still a lot of holes, though, on the line especially, which in real life, that's where they're going to go probably. But we did get a third corner, so we really don't need to worry about corners right at this moment. So defensive-wise, right end and D tackle needs work. And on offense, eventually we're going to need another tight end. I mean, I don't know why Noah Fant is backing him up. So we're going to send him to mid-season. We are 1-6 at the mid-season mark. CJ STROUD has popped with a superstar dev. Osiris Torrance is a star. Patterson's a star. I like the superstar CJ STROUD, but we are 1-6, so nothing to be too happy about. So the goal of this rebuild is to win a Super Bowl within the first 5 years. And on the first year, we go 5-12. The Cowboys win Super Bowl 58. Dak Prescott wins Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts wins the MVP. Will Anderson got Defensive Rookie of the Year. Ainias Smith got Offensive Rookie of the Year, which is pretty crazy. Give him that much for 3. He still wants to test out free agency. We're not going to let him steal our money again. Noah Fant, definitely like to get him a deal because we traded for him in the Broncos deal. So let's give him a 5-year, and he doesn't want to play. Everybody else in here is kind of just, rather not re-sign him. Noah Fant, 15 mil to franchise tag. But let's give him a player-friendly deal. He's not interested in signing. So we're going to have to let Noah Fant go because we're not going to let Jordan Brooks go. So we're going to franchise tag him. Rashawn Gary has a lot of interest in coming to Seattle. So does Trayvon Diggs. So does Brandon Ayuk. I'm just going to target Rashawn Gary because I think this would be unbelievable if we could get him on a deal. Let's try that. So we are not number 1 on the offer. I'm willing to give him a little more money if he's going to sign. It's a lot of money, but I think with his potential, maybe we gave him a little too much. So we'll offer him that. I'm going to do my fancy way of just sending to the draft instead of evaluating and just see if they sign. If they don't, they don't, because I'm not giving them any more money. Rashawn Gary does sign with Seattle. So our defense is starting to look pretty nasty. Our line is where we need to go heavy in this draft. D-line is rough. I think we fixed our line pretty good last year, but I'm not liking how the tight end room looks. We're not looking good at wide receiver 3. Dwayne Eskridge is all right, but like to have maybe someone better. Vertical threat, 6'6", elite speed, elite excel. This guy could be a nasty tight end. So we're just gonna skip to our pick, so that left outside linebacker is still sitting there, which he's a 6'6" power rusher. He's got pretty much great everything. I mean, he's a really good player, but we don't need a linebacker now. And I don't really want to go tight end with a top pick. Let's see. Jared Cooks. B finesse move, B power move. He has B in both. He has elite speed. So right here, let's go Jared Cooks with the 4th overall pick. And he has hidden dev, 93 strength. It's crazy that he has B finesse moves and he's considered a power rusher. That is a crazy player right there. So in the second round, we got a lot of receivers sitting at the top here. Corners, tight end. So you got Sammy Norton sitting here. A run block, B catching. 6'3". Got great speed, great excel. Looks like a really good player. And he does have hidden dev. 83 speed, 88 excel. Not insanely fast, but 88 excel is really good. So we have 2 third-round picks. We have this pick and then the 20th pick in the third round. I typically only draft till about the 3rd or 4th round because it's just so much time to try to find one of those, you know, crazy players in the 5th, 6th, 7th round. I'm just gonna take a gamble here and go Rod Falk, and he has normal dev. We are just gonna sim the rest of this draft. So let's look at draft recap. And with the 4th overall pick, we got Jared Cooks, and he is a 75 hidden dev. For this draft, let's just look at, did we go wrong with any pick? I mean, that linebacker, but I think we got the best D tackle in the draft. There's 77 left in there. So there's a tight end that I was looking at. He's a 75. Normal dev. He's a 75 normal dev. So this is what we're looking like going into year 2. Sammy Norton is a 77 overall fullback. That's crazy. We happen to get a hidden dev backup running back in the draft. Oh, 6'1". He looks really good. I think our roster looks pretty good going into year 2. Offense looks a little bit better. Defense looks a little bit better. Still needs some work. Can't expect it all to change in the first year. But yeah, year number 2 is going to be pretty interesting. So we are going to sim to the mid-season. We are 5-2 at the mid-season mark, which is actually a lot better than I thought we would start. Our tight end in the 2nd round has superstar dev. He hasn't even been starting this year, which is annoying, but that is awesome. Our offense looks pretty good right now. Still like to get a 3rd receiver. No dev changes on this side of the ball. We're going to send to the playoffs. We finish off 8-9. How? The Bills won the Super Bowl 35-18. Stephon Diggs wins Super Bowl MVP. We got 17 people to negotiate. 4-year. Try to give him that on the money. Maybe give him that. It's about as much as I'll go. He's just not interested. Franchise tag him, I guess. This is the last year I'm going to do it, though. We're going to try to sign Jalen Waddle. We're by far the best offer. I'm willing to spend the money. So our offense improved, so we had to have gotten Waddle. So we have 2 superstar X-Factor receivers with Tyler Lockett. This is crazy. I mean, our left guard looks a little rough. Offensively, we look really good. Defensively, we look pretty good, besides the right end and the left end, probably. Middle linebacker, too. Boy, Mafe just hasn't done anything. Free safety. Forgot. We don't have our free safety. So we do got some holes to fill in this draft. We're probably going to have somewhere around the 15th pick, I imagine. We have the 12th pick. Look at this guy. Frank Frazier. A finesse move. C power move. A to C block shedding. 6'5". Great speed. Elite excel. Ran a under a 4.7 in the draft. That's insane. This has to be our pick. This has to be our pick. I'm going to have to potentially trade up for this guy because we're setting up the 12th pick, the 8th overall prospect. So I'm probably going to have to trade up. Let's jump into it. Frank Frazier goes number 1. So that was the only guy. I mean, I wasn't going to trade up for the number 1 overall pick, but that's who I really wanted. He has to be super good. There's no way he's not. I haven't seen it like that. I've never seen the 8th overall prospect in this game go number 1. We have to go Brandon Floyd. Let's go. Hidden Dev. We're going to go JD Proctor. JD Proctor. Let's go. Guy's a C in everything. Kind of good / great and everything. Take a gamble. And he is Hidden Dev. 3 for 3 in this draft. We're going to go Dion Miner. He has normal dev, but it's good for depth. We're going to end the draft. All right, draft recap time. That was a way worse draft than I thought. I want to take a look at this Frazier. Now, he went number 1 overall. Is Hidden Dev. Oh. Looks good. He's not as great as I thought. I thought he was really I thought he might be 77 or 78. Did get 2 positions of need. I like the offense. The offense looks great. The left guard still sadly didn't execute that. Cyrus Torrance looks great. 79, 76, 79. I mean, line is pretty young. I mean, good. I want to keep Abraham Lucas because he's young. He's not bad. Defense is not amazing, but looks a little bit better, I think. So we're going to go ahead and send to the mid-season. We're 3 and 4 at the mid-season mark. Any devs popped? None on offense, but Brandon Floyd still hasn't popped, but Proctor's a star, which isn't great. That's about it. So we start off 3 and 4, but in year 3, we go 9 and 8, and we make the playoffs. So the team looks really good, purely because CJ STROUD is up to 86. Our line of Torrance is 81. Brandon Floyd, 74. Not great for a first-round pick, but I'll take it. And then Proctor has gone up all the way to a 78. Rashawn Gary's up to a 94. Our defense looks pretty good. Sorry to you Cardinals fans, but we should beat the Cardinals. We lose 55 to 49. 500 yards on offense. Dude. Last year, I was thinking, wait, what? We won on time of possession and they still scored 55? Like, dude. Not a bad year 3. Made the playoffs. We got 2 more years left. I just don't even see how we gave up 55 points. Like, maybe the middle linebacker 2 is bad, or maybe our playbook is bad, but I don't want to switch anything. I mean, I definitely want to switch something up here on defense, but not the playbook. Bengals won the Super Bowl. They beat the Bucks 31-7. Joe Burrow won Super Bowl MVP. Bengals won their first Super Bowl. Now we have 20 players to re-sign, which is kind of scary. JR Triplet. Who's this? DK Metcalf. Oh. Thank you. DK Metcalf, we have to re-sign him. I can't give him any more than this neutral deal, though. Honestly, I'd like to even give him less. Please. He is gonna stay. Jamal Adams, his re-sign interest is high. 3 years, though. I don't want to sign him for 3, but considering we only have 2 years left in the rebuild, let's give him a 2-year deal. Sign him throughout the rebuild till he's 32, which makes more sense than signing him till he's 33. Let's give him a little bit more money. Give him a $7 million signing bonus, and he takes it. Tariq Woolen has to be the next one. We'll give him a 4-year $5 million signing bonus. He wants to try free agency. We are not going to let that happen. We're going to franchise tag Tariq Woolen. So we got Abraham Lucas here, who definitely will get re-signed to we'll sign him until he's 30. He'll take that deal. Charles Cross is the next most important one. He's not making that much. I mean, he will by 2030, but I mean, he'll only be 30 years old. He'll have to improve to at least 85, I'm guessing, maybe, or 84. I see a lot. He still wants to test out free agency. So we're going to lose our left tackle. We're going to have to probably try to re-sign him with free agency. Give him a 1-year deal. So we still have $110 million in cap space. But Jordan Brooks is like, this dude every year doesn't want to sign with us. So we franchise tagged him literally the last, like every season that we've played. So 4 years. I'll give you a player friendly like how I've offered you. Like, just tie you till you're 33 and finally. So we did get everybody essentially besides Charles Cross. And we'll either try to sign him here in free agency or we'll look to draft a left tackle. So here's free agency. We could even get a better left tackle if we want. But obviously wide receiver we don't need. Tyler Smith is there. If I can give him a neutral deal, like, and that's all I have to do, I'll have to give him a little bit more money. It's going to definitely be cheaper than Charles Cross, for sure. So I think we go Tyler Smith, and we're going to sim to the draft. We did not get Tyler Smith, so we still need a left tackle. And Wosu has gone up to X Factor. So we got the 21st pick here. So I'm looking at 2 different right tackles. This is one that has good skills, pretty good physicals, 6'6". Then you got this other right tackle named Jaden Leham. Or Lehman. Sorry. Pretty good. Oh, wow. This guy might just be the guy, actually. Let's go Jaden Lehman. Because he might be the man. And he is. With hidden depth. Let's not focus on offense here. Let's go defense for sure. But let's just take a shot on him. He is not hidden depth, but he's super fast. So 89 speed, I think, and 88 excel, which is very fast. I'm liking this guy, Nick Lindsay. 6'3", 340. Let's try him out. He is normal depth. It's hard to hit on these picks. We're just going to end it here because I typically only like to draft like 3 rounds. Sometimes I do 4 or 5, but just let the computer do that. Here's the draft recap. Well, our right tackle's good. Everything else is horrible. So, this draft wasn't too good to begin with. We honestly just did the best we could. I mean, this draft is absolutely terrible. It's probably been the worst draft so far, but it works for us because all we needed was really needed that left tackle. So we are now in year number 4. Maybe for year 5 we'll go all out on right end and linebacker, but for right now we're just gonna have to roll with this team at least till mid-season. I might make a trade this year, but maybe not. Maybe not. Let's not get nervous yet. We're yet again 3-4 at the mid-season, but last time we ended up making the playoffs. So CJ STROUD hasn't done anything. There's been no upgrades for him. Our wide receivers are just like insane. Like, I don't know what else we can do. We finished the year 7-10. The Cowboys and Chargers are going at it and the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Of course. Every year. 7-time Super Bowl champion. Yeah, that's not happening in real life. So we have the final re-signing period for our 5th year. And Tariq Woolen wants to be re-signed. We gotta get him on a player friendly. He's only 2 years. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him that. That's what he wanted. 14 million signing bonus. He wants to play for a new team. Well, we're not gonna let that happen. You're getting franchise tag for 48 mil. We have to give you the money for our final year of this rebuild. Our whole offensive line, basically, wants to be re-signed. We will give you a very player-friendly deal. Hodges wants re-signed. We'll give you like a 3-year. Jarrett Patterson, you'll take that. Couldn't afford. He doesn't want to re-sign. That's fine. We'll look to get a right end in the draft or free agency. We have a little bit of money to spend, not a whole lot, but maybe enough to get one big stud for our final year. Jalen Carter. We will give him the bag. Green Bay still has a little bit more than us, but we will dish out our money to him because we need to win this year. Get Noah Sewell here for some depth. We need to spend some money for sure. Give him the deal of a lifetime. And for the fun, to try to get another stud in our last year, let's go Quentin Johnston. Sign him to a long-term deal. Lock him in for relatively cheap if he's a really good receiver. That's all about all the money we can spend right now. We are going to go to the draft. So we did get a lot of studs in free agency. We got everybody we wanted. We also got Quentin Johnston. So that was a perfect offseason going into the final year of the rebuild. And we also have the 8th overall pick. I am willing to trade up if there's a stud here in the draft that I want. Johnny Rhodes. Johnny Rhodes. What? This guy does not have the physicals to get picked number 1 overall. I don't care. His skills look good, but no. Now his free safety, on the other hand, looks pretty nasty. He looks pretty disgusting. But I'm not willing to trade up because I don't really need a free safety that much. Left in, I mean, it's definitely not worth trading up to any pick here. Ooh, so there is a right guard here. Danny Shields. That might be the pick. Danny Shields is the pick here. He's got A awareness, A to C impact, A to C pass block, C run block. I mean, yeah, he's worth this pick for me. I've been trying to solidify this offensive line. I just haven't been able to do so, but he's got hidden depth. So that is a great pick. He looks pretty good. He looks like he could have hidden depth, and does he? He does not. This guy's man-to-man 5'11". This guy's man-to-man 6 foot. This guy is zone 5'11". Probably look to go this guy if he has the physicals. He's great speed, great excel. This guy has good speed, great excel. I think we go Kevin Woodley, Oklahoma, 6 foot, 196. He's normal dev, but he has 93 speed, 93 excel. We're going to look at draft recap, and he's a 74 overall right guard. We got a 72 right end, so our top 2 picks were not bad at all. This draft wasn't too great. We are getting trade offers for Jared Cooks, but I don't really like any of the options. None of them are really like good enough to like just get rid of him. We need our D tackles right now, so I'm not going to accept any of those. So we're simming into our last year of the rebuild, and this is really it. This is really it for real. Like, there's nothing else I can do. I don't think if there's any hole on the team, I'm gonna make a trade. That's all we need really is a right end. I think that's enough, and then make it official. Gave it 1 first round, a 2nd round, a 3rd round, and we got ourselves Myles Garrett at only 31 years old, so he could play for another 5 seasons, who knows. That was a great trade. Our team looks, again, unbelievable. Honestly, this is an amazing team. Let's try to get into the Super Bowl. We have to, really, we have to. Mid-season, we are 2-5. Just because I want to make a change, I'll take that corner off his hands, and maybe that'll switch something up a little bit. We go 7-10. We do not do anything in this rebuild at all. So my first video with the Seattle Seahawks is a fail. The playbook for Seattle is obviously run heavy, but it just wasn't good enough. I mean, everything on our team looks unbelievable. Like, we have superstar X factors everywhere. We have superstars everywhere. Offensively, we have everything. Maybe CJ STROUD, maybe taking him was the problem at the beginning, but I just don't really understand. We're going to send him to the Super Bowl. We're going to see who won. So we're an 87 overall. Like, we're not even a bad team. I mean, our division did horrible this year, too. The whole division looked kind of bad, but we did the worst somehow. The last Super Bowl in this rebuild is the Dolphins versus the Commanders. The Dolphins will win the Super Bowl 42-35. Zach Russell, Super Bowl MVP. Myles Garrett did win Defensive Player of the Year, and we didn't even make the playoffs. Our defense clearly was not the issue throughout this rebuild. The issue was the passing, because our rushing is #1 as well. CJ STROUD, maybe he's a bust. Even though he's a superstar and he's an 87, is he the problem? Or is it the playbook's problem? Is he a bust, or is the playbook a bust? That is the real question from this rebuild. Let's take a look at CJ STROUD's stats, because I don't look at the stats really throughout the time that I'm doing this. He just never had he didn't even have over a 30 touchdown season, so no wonder we did not win. We took him with that first pick in the first draft, and it just didn't work out. In real life, I think we should go probably Tyree Wilson, and I was considering him, but I don't know how much of a difference he would have made. Hodges got superstar. Everything just doesn't look bad. But overall, I think this is a pretty good rebuild. Things could have gone better, but they didn't. But I will be rebuilding a different team sooner than later. Like I said, I'll end up doing a more realistic Seahawks rebuild, and same goes for every other team. I'll do unrealistic and realistic, just because I think it's fun to do it in 2 different ways for every team. Comment below and let me know what team you want me to do next, and I will definitely work on the next rebuild.